try and get started real quick. As normal here. With new associates. Got any new associates here today? First time at a sales meeting. You don't have to be brand new. It'll be your first time. Jen, welcome to. Just kidding. But anybody else first time at a sales meeting?
Right here.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Jamie Ivy. I'm working with business.
Whoa. All right. Go to our vendors next. Go ahead and stand up. I've seen a few of you here. Yes, USA Mortgage. Go ahead. Thanks for helping us sponsor Meyer. I appreciate that.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
that
cool.
Man. I'm Alex Carricker over at USA Mortgage. We can help with any marketing stuff, any kind of tough loan questions. If you have a buyer that has something they're not quite sure about, call us, ask us. We'll try and help you guys out. So, Alex Carricker, USA Mortgage.
Thanks, USA. Kathy, go ahead.
Kathy McClellan with Buddy's Carpet Care. We not only clean hardwood floors, tile grout, carpet, we also restore them if they get wet.
Nice.
So remember us.
Appreciate you.
Chelsea Harden with Morosky Inspections. We're full residential and commercial inspections, and hopefully your home inspectors for life.
Get on the back for roofing and yep.
Chris with 9 Points. We are a residential and commercial roof shop. We specialize in insurance claim repairs and custom dormers, finials, and copper work. All my inspections are free, so all things.
Carrie, there's a seat right up here if you want it. Red Chillin. It's okay. Michael the Reiki guy, go ahead.
Michael the Reiki guy with 417 Reiki. Recent growth, you have forced us to do things differently. Thank you, Keller Williams. I beg you, start putting Reikis as a closing day checklist. I need your help to continue my quality service to where if you can start scheduling those Reikis before the closing date, we'll be in there right after closing because we work realtor hours.
Tight title.
Good morning. My name's Holly. I'm here with Jamie. We're happy to be a strategic partner with Keller Williams. We are located right next door. We are always happy to help with anything you need.
Awesome. Thank you. Did I miss anybody? Yes.
Hi, my name is Ashley Humphreys with Jones & Company. We sell auto and home insurance and other things too, but we can shop around. We're independent, so we can help anything that you need. We have like 5 or 6 different companies to get you the best rate.
Awesome. And then we have a couple announcements before we get into the fun. Denise?
Yes, tonight is our career seminar. So if you have anybody that you've been wanting to introduce to the business of real estate, we'll have our Life by Design career seminar here in this room tonight from 6 to 7 p.m. One thing I want you to know is the Market Center actually closes at 5:30, so it looks like we're closed and those doors are closed down there. But we have a sign in the lobby, and the lobby front door will be open so they can come in, and then the arrows will direct them upstairs. But you might tell them that if you're going to talk to them ahead of time. Tonight from 6 to 7 p.m.
Awesome.
Do you have room for one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just a quick reminder that Saria Finkelstein will be here on October 4th.
Yes.
Saria, thank you. I always say her name wrong.
That's okay.
So be sure that you go on to KW Connect and get yourself registered. HSA is going to be bringing lunch for that. She's one of the top buyers agents in the nation. She's going to be talking about how to blow up your buy-side business. We'd love to see you there. Really can't learn from a better person.
Yeah,
so.
And this person's been on stage with Gary Keller. She is one of the fastest growing agents under 30. Is that what the
Yeah.
title
She was 30 under 30
Yeah.
this year.
Yep,
30 under 30. So this is a big deal to get her to this town. This room to be packed. Bring your other real estate friends. I don't care if they're from other brokers. Just bring them. We want to add value and help people any way we can.
She's funny. It'll be a high energy class. And she will roll out. For those of you that were in my class last week and when we kind of role played some of the buyer consult stuff, she will do that at a much higher level than what that was. Her deal is the buyer consultation. So it will be that, how you attract buyers, how you win with them, giving them kind of the red carpet treatment.
I'm looking forward to it. I also want to thank HSA and Titan as well as USA Mortgage for the Meyer Conference. Y'all have fun with that? Was that good?
Yeah.
Very good.
I think we're going to probably do that next spring again. Maybe make that twice a year thing we do. So should be a lot of. Today's going to be a lot of fun. This is a meeting we've been planning for a while. It's going to be action packed and a lot of fun. So I hope you're ready to laugh and have a good time and enjoy it. because we've had a lot of fun putting this together for you. So, without further ado, we're going to play a little game that maybe you've watched growing up called Jeopardy. I want to introduce the first contestants for Jeopardy. Our reigning champion, Mr. Dan Hall. Mark Stewart, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's crazy about Shark Dress Man, that's right. Elise Ellis. All right, and last but not least, Randy. All right, you all have been given a pom-pom, and that pom-pom will be your beeper as the normal game is played, okay? So if you want to answer the question, you have to raise your pom-pom first, all right? Are you all ready?
Ready.
Dan, Morgan, and all of you, I want you to watch. These are the categories for today. First of all, the first category is it's a bunch of rah-rah cat videos. It's too expensive. I don't have time. I've already been. And dance party. Dan, since you're the reigning champion, you get the first pick. Go ahead and pick your category.
I will take, I don't have time for $100.
All right. The question is, I'm too busy for a bowl. The answer is, yes, Dan.
I believe the correct answer is, I don't think I'm too busy for bowl.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody's going to be busy, we think
Oh, what is? I'm not too busy. I'm too busy not to go to bowl. They want to be busier.
That's right.
Yesterday, and I was.
He was really getting it right yesterday. Today was a different day. Yeah. All right, Dan, since you're the winner,
Yes.
you get to select the next question.
And which one was I going to select? It's too expensive.
I like that for 100.
For
Okay.
100,
There we go. All right, $800. That's a lot of money.
Oh,
Oh, yes, you are.
what is, my shoes are more than bold, so what's the problem?
There you go. Yes, that is correct. All right, Mark. Since you now have the board, is yours.
I'll take... I'll take it's a bunch of rah-rah for $100.
It's a bunch of okay. Good selection. Question. I'm not into all that motivational stuff. Elise, go ahead.
Seriously? Just go sell something.
There you go. That is right.
What is?
What is?
No, what is? Seriously, just go sell something.
All right. Go ahead and pick another category.
I've already been for 100.
Correct. Okay. I don't need to go to bowl. I've already been 2 times. Yes, Brandy. Yes, Brandy. The answer.
What is, why do I want more business, referrals, keep in touch with my clients, things like that? Besides, I'm not even going to get a single deal, and Dan's going to have to pay for it anyway.
Yeah! All right. Well, that's all the time we have today.
There's a dance party.
Well, we don't have time. The sound of the broomstick on the bottom of the floor is going to stop. But we can thank our contestants for coming. All right, so now we're going to go to a live video feed to our bowl coach. Some of you may not know who this guy is, and working with technology here to get him up. I want to give a brief introduction. I had a chance to sit down with Mitch in Austin during Mega Relief, and Mitch is a truly down-to-earth guy. He's very genuine and real, and I'm super excited for you all to meet him coming October 11th. So Today, Mitch asked to speak with all of you directly, so we've been working on technology to be able to bring him here live. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to video, and he is going to hopefully come in from a webcam here pretty closely, and we'll be able to, he'll be able to see us, we'll be able to see him. Mitch, how are you?
Good morning.
Can you see us?
I don't think, there. Let's unmute.
Almost there.
How about now? Can you hear us? Can you see us?
I can't see you yet. You gotta get your camera on before I can see you.
There you go. There you can see us.
How about now?
Not yet.
Yes.
There we go.
Hey,
Now I can see you. Good morning. How y'all doing today?
Great.
Awesome. I love to see that. What a full house. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today. I truly appreciate your investment of time and energy of being in this powerful meeting today. So just by a show of hands, who's just having an awesome morning besides me?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's good to see that. You know, you guys are so blessed with such amazing leadership. Travis and his energy, and Rachel and Sarah and everybody around there just bringing the high energy, and I truly appreciate them. So I'm going to ask you a real quick question. I'm going to ask you first off, do you guys all have pens and paper in front of you? Has everybody got a pen and a paper? Because I'm going to ask you to write down something real fast. Write down 90%. 90%. Now the reason why I'm asking you to write down 90% is twofold. The first one is we discovered a long time ago that whenever you don't write down, 90% of it's just going to go out the window, right? So there may be something that you hear and you say, you know what, I should remember that, so I should probably write it down. The other reason is this. We know for certain that 90% of people make decisions based on avoidance of pain. And so I choose for you guys to make the decision that's best for you, not necessarily because it's an avoidance of a pain. I choose for you guys to make the decision on something that's going to be awesome and change your life because of what it's going to give you. So let me ask you a real quick question. Who, by a show of hands, believes that they have more potential? Raise your hand if you got more potential. Fantastic. See, I'm with you here. I feel like I have more potential. Now, here's what I'd like you to do. On this piece of paper, on a scale of 1 to 5, I want you to write down if you are on track to hit your goal. So obviously, the closer to 5 means you were really there. You've either hit your goal or right on track. And if you're closer to the 1, that means you're kind of far away. And just a quick show of hands again. Who rated themselves a 4 or higher of being on track for their goals? Anybody? Oh, congratulations to a few of you. Hey, you know what? I like that in the front row. High five back to you, bro. Good job. See, it's powerful to be on track for your goals. It feels really good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, we saw that most of the people are not on track for their goals. So if we go back to the more potential thing, and let's say you're not on track, most of you are not on track for your goal, I want to ask yourself this next question on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being the best plan ever written down, ready to go, like if Gary Keller showed up and said, show me your plan to hit your goal. I want you to write 1, no, got no plan at all, to 5, I've got it dialed in. Write down a 1 to 5 on whether or not you're going to hit your goal based on your plan. Okay, so now you've got that. So here's the next question for you. Write down on a 1 to 5 scale the accountability factor. Do you have somebody in your life who's holding you accountable? Do you have multiple people? See, if they are, you're going to be like a 4 or 5. If you've got nobody in life, meaning it's just your dog who wants to eat at night, that's not accountable, right? That would be a 1. So when you look at these numbers and you're thinking to yourself, well, gosh, I'm not hitting my goals. I definitely agree that I got more potential. I don't really have a plan. And I don't have anybody holding me accountable. The question I've got you to ask yourself is, what are you going to do to make sure you hit those goals? And how is 2018 going to be any different? But one of the reasons why Foley Green brought to Springfield is because your leadership cares a great deal about you. And what I mean by that is this. they know on average, most people would have scored mostly pretty low. We all believe that we want to hit this. We all believe we got the potential. The challenge for most of us, though, is that we don't have a plan, and invariably, we don't have anybody who's holding accountable to that plan. Well, that's what you're going to get in bold. So, by a show of hands, who's been bold before? Oh, great. So, keep your hands up if you've signed up for bold and you're enrolled right now. Okay, great. So, there's a handful of you. So, I'm going to rely on all of you who said that you were been bold before, and those of you guys who are currently enrolled in bold right now. I'm going to ask you to help the other people in the room make that decision. The reason for that is multifaceted. We're not going to go into a whole bunch of it right now, yet I'd like to share with you this. In bold, I'm going to teach you several things from Diana Kokoska. By the way, does anybody know who Diana is? Yes. She is the queen of script. She understands language patterns and people like nobody I've ever met in my life. And she has mentored me and other coaches on being the best that we can be. So I choose to channel that to you guys. What we're going to learn from her is this. We're going to learn language patterns that build rapport immediately and keep rapport. We're going to learn scripts that are going to help you develop your real estate business and put it on the fast track. And then we're going to work on how our mindset can be improved from day to day instead of falling down from day to day. Now, who in the room besides myself struggles from time to time with their mindset? Yeah, we all do. We're humans, right? We can't help but have that stuff happen. So here's what I'm going to recommend to you is this. I would ask that you participate at the highest possible level. And here's what we're going to do. Today we're going to see who in this room has a challenge and an opportunity. And before we go there, I'm going to ask you a question. For those of you who are going to bold, let's get at least 2 people to stand up and tell everyone why they intend on going to bold. So who's going to be standing up right now and say why they're going to bold?
Kristen.
I need 2.
Oh, Jason.
So stand up.
He's standing up.
Where are you?
You may have to move over a little so you can see.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Mitch is on the camera.
So who are you?
My name's Jason Price.
Okay, so tell everybody why you chose to sign up for bold.
The reason I've chosen to go to bold is I'm brand new to this. I'm brand new to sales, and I want to get as much out of my initial time in learning as I can to be successful and beat a lot of you in your numbers.
So who else? I need at least one more person.
Go stay.
Hey, I'm Chris Day and I'm bold. This is going to be my second bold. And I just want to get a mindset shift and get back on track. And I'm going to bold so that I know that I'm going to complete my goals this year and next year and every year to follow.
He's back.
Tell everybody, including myself, what specifically we're going to work on for you personally in bold that will make that happen.
I need more help and accountability reaching out to my personal sphere of influence. So that's one thing that I'm going to focus on.
Okay, so more accountability with reaching out to your sphere of influence and asking them for business and building longer-term relationships.
Yep.
Okay, great. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Come early on the second day of bold, and we're going to spend about 30 minutes with anybody who shows up early and go over what that looks like at another level. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a real quick question. We've had a couple of reasons why people would sign up for Bold. Is there any reason why we wouldn't sign up for Bold? What would keep somebody from signing up?
Money.
I can't hear you, so I don't know what you're saying.
You have to stand loud.
Saying money.
Louder?
They're saying
We
money.
don't have the money.
You know, we consider, I can tell you there's a million reasons to not sign up. I can also give you 2 or 3 million as to why there would be a reason to sign up. So rather than go through all of this, I'm going to ask your leadership a question. Where's Travis?
Travis will be back.
Where's Travis?
He's not in here right now.
He'll be back.
He's not. Who's running the meeting besides me?
All the rest of us on the leadership team, I'm hiding here.
All right, good. Oh, there we are. Hello. So now that Travis is down in the room, let's all talk shop while he's not here. Just kidding. Your leadership is spectacular. I'm pretty proud of Travis and the stuff he's accomplished. So let's do this. Let's make a commitment and show him where we are. I know Travis's goal today is to have 20 people sign up for the Full Bowl program.
Yep.
20 people. Now, I know a bunch of you have already signed up for the first day, and some of you are going, well, I'm going to go to the first day, and then I'll sign up then. Well, I will tell you, we're at a crossroads right now. I mean, we're in a position that we should be in a place where we have at least 40 people sign up for the Full Bowl program. So, Travis and I came up with a good of 20, and then I pushed him a little bit, because that's what good coaches do, right? They kind of push you a little bit. And one of the things we talked about is a stretch goal for 25. And I said, listen, Travis, we'll do this one thing. I'm going to do it for you guys if you want. When you get to 25 people signed up today, 25, one of those 25 is going to get to go for free. He said, really? I said, yep. You get 25 people signed up, and I'm done with this call before they leave the team meeting. One of them will get to go for free. So who wants to go to vote for free? Yeah. All right. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Make the commitment today. Make the commitment to your family, your friends, and the life that you choose to live by signing up for theirs today. And I don't have to take a whole lot more of your time, so I'm not going to. I'm about ready to launch Bold right here in Yuma, Arizona. And we're about ready to finish up our day and graduate. Yet I do want to leave you this point out. Bold is a program that is designed to help you live a better life. It's not about doing a lot of business only. It's not only about mindset. It's not only about your family. It's not only about your clients and systems. It's all of those things together. Because when you live a life by design, everything fits in well together. And when you come in on that first day, I'm going to share some stories with you, my story and other people's. We're going to explain to you how you can take this really big life and make it bigger, better, faster, stronger just for you. So I'm going to leave you with this. When you become bold, your life changes for the better every single time. It's just like going to the gym. Every time you go, you break down a little bit and you get stronger. You break down a little bit, you get stronger. And then eventually you get strong, strong, strong. That's why you keep going to the gym all the time. That's why you keep, when you were a kid, learning how to ride a bike. You fall down the first time, you get right back up again. Because it was important to you and you knew that a little bit of pain got you the long-term gain. And it was much the same way. So I'm going to ask you to make a commitment. So since Travis is not in the room, I'm going to let you guys roll right now. Commit to Bold. One of you of 25 will get to go for free. They'll call me today and tell me who it's going to be because they're going to do a drawing from those registrations. And then I'll see you on that first day of Bold in about 2 weeks. Does that sound good?
Yes.
See you in 2 weeks. Be blessed, everybody. Have a great day.
Go ahead. Are you gonna help me? Not with the back. Okay. These are couches, by the way. Jody, the reason we brought you here as your OP and as your PC coach, we want to talk to you about some of your behavior lately.
Yeah, and you know, Jody, you just haven't really wanted to lead generate, and that's been a little bit of an issue. So I brought Dan in here today to just kind of tell you what lead generating is going to do for your business. We want to help you. Okay, I know you have a barrel of drunk monkeys.
The cleaner found them in your room the other day. And we're just not really happy with the path that you've been going down, and we know your potential. So what we've done is we've hired a motivational speaker to come talk to you today. No, listen up. You've got to listen to this. You have to listen to this. We've spent a lot of money on this. We know it can change your life, and quite frankly, I need you to participate at a high level because he's used to talking to really large groups, so you need to make some noise.
And he's had like 4 cups of coffee already this morning, so he's pretty hyped up.
His name's Matt Foley. Can you just wait a little bit? I'll go get him. All right, I'm going to go get Matt.
Thanks, Joe. We appreciate it.
Hey, Matt. Hold on, he's downstairs drinking coffee still. Hey, Matt.
Oh, God.
Jody.
Right. As Dan probably told you, my name is Matt Foley, and I am a motivational speaker. Let me give you a little scenario about my life. I am 35 years old. I am divorced. And I live in a van down by the river. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. You're going to go out there and grab the world by the tail and bring it in and roll around your feet or put it in your pocket. But I think what you'll find as you go out in life is that you're not going to amount to jack squat. You're going to end up eating a steady diet of government cheese and living in a van down by the river. Now, young man, what do you want to do with your life?
Well, I've always wanted to be a realtor.
Well, naughty freaking dog! Look at there, man. I don't know, my eyes aren't working real good, but is that your teller there?
Well, we actually encouraged him to be a realtor.
And to do what it takes to be a realtor.
And don't you just shut your big yapper! I've heard you haven't been using your papers for writing deals. I've heard you've been using them for rolling newbies. You're going to have a lot of time for doobie rolling when you're living in a van down by the river. Now I know you're probably asking yourself, hey Matt, what am I going to do to get out of what? Well, I say there's only one thing you can do. That's go to bowl. Because if you don't go to bowl, I'm going to move in with you. We're going to be buddies. Here you go. I'll go. There's Matt. There's Matt. There's Judy. There's Matt. Oh.
That's okay. We'll fix that.
Well, since you're not going to bowl, I'm going to go get my stuff, and I'm going to move in with you. We're going to be buddies. We're going to be pals. All right.
we think Travis is amazing.
With a straight face.
Oh my God. Okay, so we have our culture award moment, and we're going to have Misty come up and present her culture award, Speedy. Speedy the turtle too.
Thanks, Renee, for passing them to me. I'm no longer worthy. I told a lie this morning.
Just this morning?
Just this morning. Jen, I lied to you this morning to get you to come up here. I told you it was for Carrie. I want him to pass them along to you. I want you to have Speedy because you're always willing to help. You always have a big smile and warm hugs. And you remind me of why I love to be here today. So, thank you.
All right. Bring a couple people up here real quick. Jason and Jen and Sarah. Bring you guys up here. And, you come sit here and take music. Good to see you here, buddy. How are you? Make me a little nervous now.
No, we should be nervous first.
Anyone else out there?
Less coffee.
So first of all, 4 cups of coffee. Woo. I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to be here today. I know everybody's busy, and I just appreciate your willingness to share. And so I've had these 3 people come up here for different reasons. One of these people has to be their first time to go to Bold. Another one went when they were, I don't know, probably doing about $1 million in production, and then really more than doubled that after Bold. And then another one has been multiple times. And so I've had everyone up here for different reasons because I want you to hear from them and why they're going. So I'm going to just go down the line here, and we'll just answer these questions together. How many times have you been in Bold, Jason?
This will be my 3rd time.
This will be your 3rd time. Sarah, how many times?
Twice.
Been twice. Jen?
This will be my first time.
There's the first one. Okay, you figured that one out. Surprised, right? Everybody thought you've been here forever. You've been a lot of times.
I've been forever.
Yeah.
Only 25.
Yeah. Started when you were 18. So why did you decide to go to Bold this time, Jen?
Honestly, I've thought about it in the past, and I think that I had the same thought that many of you have, which is I don't have time for it. And I got to the point this year where I went to the coaching skills camp in June, and Jason was there, and I was listening to a lot of it, and I thought, gosh, if Diana Kokoska can jam all of this information into a 2.5-day class, what would Bold look like for me? And quite honestly, what a perfect time. It's the end of the 3rd quarter, we're beginning the 4th quarter, and it's the hardest time of year to stay on track. When you do the number of transactions that we do day in and day out, there's a high rate of burnout. So I think for me, it's a refocus, new energy. I'm looking forward to it.
It's great. Sarah, you've been a couple times. Why did you go the 2nd time?
Because the first time I went, I had only been full-time agent for 2 days.
Okay.
And I had no idea what I was doing. So that was my first Bold. So I needed to go a 2nd time after I kind of knew a little bit of what I was doing, to really kind of laser focus everything that I learned in the first one to get it a 2nd time was really important to me.
That's great. Jason, how many times, why did you go in again? This will be your 3rd time. Why are you going again?
2 reasons. I understand that the activities that I do today, I see the results in 3 months. And so if I'm setting goals for next year, it's perfect time for October to start that. And then the second reason is, like when my oldest was in elementary and junior high, and I would spend money to send to camps because he loves soccer.
Yeah.
And then as he got older, I paid to get him into clubs, to play. And if I believed that it was worth it for my son to pay for him to work on his skill set, then I should put something myself. So
Absolutely. Let's talk about the time of year. Some of you already mentioned it's a great time of year. and both of you have. So, I'll just kind of rephrase this again. And do you think that this is maybe the best time of year to do bold, looking at the calendar?
I do.
Jill?
Yeah, I feel like it's the best time. I mean, typically we would try to find some type of training this time of year, as far as myself and our team. And we have to travel for it, and that's a cost. And if I'm willing to fly to Austin, or I'm willing to, fly to San Antonio, or wherever it might be for training, why wouldn't I take advantage of it if it's in Springfield?
Right. Jason, Sarah, this is for you since you've been already. Give me 1 to 2 things that each of you have used so far from bold. Really changed you. Jim wants to go first.
So a couple of things. I would say the very first time I took bold, it was mainly the thing that I pulled out the most was watching. I remember Rhett specifically was in there, and I didn't know Rhett real well at the time, other than when we'd done deals together, I think, and I knew who he was, and I watched him like when you take breaks, prospect, and I was thinking to myself, wow, I mean, someone at a higher production level is still being serious about it. I think Dan, maybe you've been there. I'm not sure. I know for sure Rhett was, though. And I just remember seeing people in the top 20% at that moment, and it was a really big deal to me. And it actually encouraged me and inspired me. And so every time I go back to take bold, I get something new out of it that inspires me.
That's awesome. So, Sarah?
And again, I think like Jason was saying, like being in the room with agents, especially when I was brand new 2 days in, taking the first time, sitting at a table, I had one of the top teams in the nation he was my table leader, and he was from Arkansas, and just getting to gain that knowledge and information that just from the people, not even necessarily the class, but the people you're in there with is huge, and then understanding the Keller Williams culture, and for me, to a deeper level, and then the lead generation tools and understanding, because you're for you got to do it. And for me coming in, especially the first time again, brand new, not even knowing really what lead generation was or how to go about it, learning that, and then the second time taking it, really getting to implement it even stronger, because I knew what it was at that point, and I could kind of meet that accountability a little differently than I did the first time.
Yeah. How did your business grow, you two?
Well, me starting from ground zero,
right.
Like I had nothing coming in, and I got 14 transactions out of my first bold.
Wow.
And then and now I got licensed in April, but I didn't start working till October 1st. My cap just rolled over in April, and I'm fixing to cap this month. So I know that would not have happened had I not done bold. And so thank you, Denise.
How'd your business grow?
So not just mine, actually, everyone on my team. It's that daily accountability that like whenever time I take bold, you got your table accountability. Plus, I bring that back to my office. So every time I take it, my business has increased. So it's been great.
Did either one of you grow personally? You feel like doing that? She's like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I highly believe that your business grows to the extent that you do. Every time I take bold, I'm pushed to go a little bit further, get a little bit further outside of my comfort zone,
So this is for all three of you, because I know, Jen, you've been to a lot of mastermind stuff, but what's it like when you're in a room full of high producers for all three of you? When you go to bold or you go to a major event like this, what do you feel when you're you have a full day, purposeful day, being full of purposeful people that are dialed in, focused 100% on growing themselves and their business? How's that?
Well, it certainly expands your mind. You think that you're doing a lot in your market or in your world. And I think every time I mastermind with people that are higher producing agents than myself or our team, I look at it and I think, well, why couldn't I do more? I'll close 225 units on the buy side this year. What would that look like if I could double it? Or if she added 14 transactions and we're going to take 5 people from our team, what does that look like? If 5 people on my team participate and each had 14 units, 14 transactions, that's a big deal. And I think when you go and you surround yourself with people that are doing things differently than you, or doing it better or faster, those types of things, your level increases that much quicker than if you're just trying to figure it out on your own.
You think that?
I mean, I was actually thinking about this on my way up here, that, you know, like if we had an opportunity to sit in a room one-on-one with Gary Keller, like how much money would you pay? And I was thinking, and I thought, well, if that's worth a lot of money, then there is a lot of value for being in a room with someone that maybe knows a little bit more than you. And I don't think Gary Keller's going to be there, so. But it does. I mean, if you've got Jen Davis, I mean, as an example, so he's going to be in the room, and you have an opportunity to be around her, mastermind with her. I mean, so.
So as a buyer, why are you going specifically?
Because I'm still an agent, whether I'm a buyer's agent or a listing agent or an individual agent or on a team. I'm an agent, and I have responsibility to my family. I have responsibility to my teammates, including the admin that are on our team. I mean, they look, what I do affects them, and it affects job security for them and different things, and I want to help them grow. You know, I've had the conversation with a lot of people lately is, you know, it used to be that I poured into our customers or our clients, and now it's more of I'm pouring into our team, and those are my wins. Well, why wouldn't I do this? If it's here in Springfield and I can improve myself and in turn then improve their lives or do something differently for them, I would love to take advantage of that.
Absolutely. Anything that any of you want to add? Questions I haven't asked? Anything on the way over here this morning? Okay. I want to open up for a few questions real quick from the galley. Any questions from anybody?
Randy's got one.
Who's that?
I'll make a statement.
Yes, go ahead.
So I know when I first started, they kind of did the same thing. It was a little different, but there was like this huge push for bold, right? And a little bit, it felt kind of salesy to me. And I know that's what people are thinking. So trust me when I say, when I went the first time, it helped me so much, mindset-wise, business-wise. It is so worth the $800, guys. Also, just in the last 2 months, I received 2 referrals from an agent that I connected with at one of my first bolds that is more than paid for the first 2 bolds and probably the next 2. So there's more than just the mindset. There's more than just learning the better way to lead generate, and you know, you're making connections and building relationships. It's worth it.
Yes.
Okay, what would you say to new agents like yourself that you work 2 days, but I mean, for new agents like myself, we hear a lot of, well, there's a lot of accountability, and you have to do the exercises, and you have to do this in the lead generation, and that kind of makes me nervous because.
But without doing those activities, you're not going to generate the business.
Well, I understand that,
and that's it helps you in that way, because again, as a new agent, it's scary to do those things, and you don't really know how. Like you get taught, you know, in PC coaching, and you learn a little bit, but until you're actually surrounded with people that are willing to help you and give you the scripts and give you the, you know, kind of that team effort of doing those activities, will you really do it? You know, that's, for me, that's what it was. I needed the push. Yeah, there you go.
And also, I think even not new agents, I'm nervous about going. I mean, I'd go out on a limb and say maybe Chris Day is a little uncomfortable. He knows that he's been there and he's done it, and he knows kind of what to expect. I'm nervous about it. I mean, it's still outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah. Remember what Dr. Hull said, remember what he said? He said, get in your strength zone and get out of your comfort zone, right? Get out of your comfort zone. I think a lot of you are worried because this is not your comfort zone. Maybe lead gen isn't your comfort zone. So what I want you to think about is, what does it mean to get out of your comfort zone? And the other thing he said I want to really hit on hard is that he said, you cannot give what you do not have. And that's a phrase I heard 20 years ago from John Maxwell. You cannot give what you do not have. And some of you think, I've got it, my business is good, I'm happy for you, and that's great. The question is, do you really? Do you really have it? Are you really truthful with yourself and honest with yourself? And are you really at your peak level of performance? And are you your best? And I think most of us, when we're honest with ourselves, go, no, because we have so much more potential. Jason, you were about to say something?
Yeah, so I've been to a lot of trainings through Keller Williams and done a lot of like some of the top agents. And a few things that seems like they all have in common is they're very dedicated to learning. Like they always want to learn more. And then the other thing, almost all of them like believe in bold at a high level.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at within Keller Williams, like people that are in the top 10%, like Tim Howe. I mean, how many times have you heard of Tim Howe's story from bold? Or Ben Kennedy. I mean, the bigger names. I mean, they have
Constant.
Yeah.
So,
Jim,
yes.
Jim, in the back.
Oh, Jim, yes.
I was just gonna say, from a training standpoint, what a perfect setup. You know, because you have 8 classes. So you go in and you spend 6 to 7 hours. And you get people who are all trying to do the same thing. And then you have an opportunity for 6 days to go out and take what you learned that day. A lot of times we've all been through the years of training, we fly somewhere, we get back on the plane, we don't implement a dang thing, you know.
Yeah.
We've wasted our money. Bold doesn't allow you to do that because you sit at a table with 8 other individuals and you set goals for that week and they write them on a board and you get to come back next week and say, yeah, I did it, or yeah, I didn't, and explain why you didn't. But think of that of 8 segments of teaching and growing your business, and at the end of it, you know, you may not be a roaring success, but I guarantee you, that's why Dan and I both said, we'll pay you. You go, and Dan and I will pay if you can't generate a transaction. I'll be more than happy to cut you a check. There's not a better training opportunity that I've ever seen in the United States, ever. And I've paid for thousands and thousands.
Michelle?
You know, I've been part of the Market Center for several years now, and I've seen 8 to 10 bolds come and go. And something, I'm going to sign up for bold as a new agent in the Market Center this time around, but I'm super excited about the fact this bold class that we're hosting this time here in October has more top leadership signed up in it. I am super excited to sit at tables with the Brandy Massey, Jason Massey, Rhett Smiley, Dan Holt, Jen Davis. I mean, the tables are going to be full of top leaders that I've seen grow to be huge successes in this Market Center over the years, and I saw where they started and where bold has taken their careers. So I'm super excited.
Some of you may be thinking, hey, we just had it this spring. It looks like Springfield's going to have it twice a year. We're not going to have it twice a year. We strategically had this in Q4, and that's probably when we'll do it again. If we do it again, it'll be next year in Q4. So don't think, well, I'll just go again in the spring. It won't happen. It's not coming in the spring.
Might be too late.
Yeah, and it may be too late. And if you go, you're going to have to drive somewhere. So if you want to go, again, where you don't have to get up, when they were trying to get people to go to Lake of the Ozarks from here in August, I'm going, who's going to get up at 4 a.m. and drive up there? Some people do, right? Some people did from Branson. Woo! That's commitment right there. It's going to be right here. We've got a great venue lined out. We've upgraded that, and we feel really, really good. So I'm going to let you guys sit down, and I'm going to wrap this up. How's that sound? Let's give these guys a big today. Have you had fun? Yeah. There's been some laughter and some fun. It's all strategic. Because here's what I want you to know. We will do, as a leadership team, anything. I'll set myself on fire. That was one of the options. Liability.
I'm not that committed to the success.
You see my level. I said, here's my point to this, is that I'll do anything. I'll make a fool of myself. I'll do whatever it takes to stand in the gap for you. Because I know what this program has done. The numbers don't lie. They do not lie. And so some of you are thinking, well, I can't afford it, or you can't afford not to. Folks, again, I went to a John Maxwell conference where I met Dr. Hull 20 years ago that cost, in today's money, 10 grand as a 23-year-old. All right? And it totally changed my life. Right here, you're going to have a chance to sit and mastermind with some of the top agents in the country for 7 days, 8 hours a day. Do the math. just a little over $10 an hour you're paying for world-class training right here in Springfield. It's mind-blowing. So Dan's given us a guarantee here that when I told Mitch about, Mitch goes, why don't you have 100 people sign up for Full Bowl? Doesn't make any sense. You got 320 agents in the market center. It doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't, right? Have you ever had a money-back guarantee? This is crazy. You don't generate one lead out of this deal, Dan's going to write you a check, and Jim will match it. So here you go, right? What do you have to lose? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have forms right here, and we're going to hand these out. And I want you guys to, as your first of all, if you've already signed up for bowl, full bowl, if you're in the room, could you stand up? Dan's already standing. All right. So this is just a This is a snapshot, Brett. All right, you guys can sit back down. And what I want you to do here real quick, Sarah and the rest, Rachel here are going to hand out forms. And as you sign up, let us hear about it. If you have any questions, we've got all the people that are going to bowl right here with you. We got to get to, if we get to 25, what did Mitch say we're going to do? Free bowl. Also, did somebody grab a cream filled, purple filled donut?
Yes, so we have a special surprise. We had one blueberry filled donut in all of those. And if you got it, then you get the choice of getting either $200 off, or you can give it to somebody to get $200 off a bowl. And Jason Price grabbed that donut.
Jason, you want to go to the bowl? You going to go to the bowl?
He's already signed up.
You already signed up, so you get $200 off. Unless you want to give it
I've already paid, I'll give it to somebody else.
Whoa! All right, you're going to bowl.
Yeah,
right?
I am now.
That's all.
Well, nothing. I'll just hit on what Mitch said for a second, because you kind of hit on a little bit. And I got into master coaching through my first bowl, and that was 5 years ago. With the exception of 1 year, I've been in master coaching ever since. And Mitch said it, a good coach will always stretch you to be somebody bigger than you are, because sadly they believe more in you than you believe in yourself sometimes. So unfortunately, it is uncomfortable, but we know for a fact that the results come from being uncomfortable. That changes people's lives. Yep. Outside of that, a fact is, and you guys have heard me say this, last bowl, per agent in bowl. This is Springfield, so like, we're not fluffing the numbers to say nationally or in LA or in, this is our market right here. So we're very geographically specific on this number. 18 transactions. I think it was the second highest in the country. 18 transactions per person in bowl. Does that not mean anything to anybody? I mean, we're 14 or first bowl. I mean, that's outstanding. Who wouldn't take that? I'm sorry, back up. Who would take 14 transactions or first bowl? I mean, does that not change anybody's life? I mean, the average agent in our board sells 12 houses a year. That was a 7-week period. The average agent in the country sells 4 homes a year. It's a path into the trajectory of success.
So the question I have for you that we're going to leave with, how does your Q4, how does your funnel look right now? Did you got all the deals on the board you need for Q4? How about Q1? You got everything lined up there that you want? Because here's what I know. Christmas is coming whether you want it to or not.
You either get a tree or you don't.
You either get to give people gifts and get gifts for yourselves that you want, or you don't. Right? How many people like to give at Christmas time? What's your giving going to look like? You cannot give what you do not have. You can't give money you don't have. So what? You just want to think about this. Christmas time comes. What's it look like visually? I want you to think about what's it look like. What are you getting for your family, your friends, your spouse, whoever? What are you getting for that person? What are you doing for yourself? How many people want to go skiing in January, February, or March? Or go to the beach maybe at that time also, right? Okay, yeah. Can I get an amen, right? Amen. Okay.
It's like Jen said, you owe it to your family. So if you choose not to go, just go home, look your family in the eye, and say, hey, I chose not to change the trajectory of our lives.
Jim may have paraphrased a little bit. Maybe taking some liberty with that. So, who today, after today, came to this meeting and decided, you know what, I wasn't going, now I'm going to bowl? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So that deserves a Ric Flair. Woo! All right, so we got 4 more. We had one this morning. So who else in here says, hey, I want to go, but man, I just need a little bit of help? Who in here says, I would go, but I'm missing it by $100 or $200?
Or if you don't want to announce that here.
Yep. Let us know. Let us know, okay? So,
Doug's taking 2.
What's that?
Doug's going. You and
Doug, you're going now?
Doug, good boy.
Yeah.
I'm over Brett too.
Yes! That's what they're talking about. There's 6 right there. There's 6 of what we've had today is 25. We need 19 more. Okay? Yes?
If you've committed to going and you
Yep.
have not signed up and paid for it yet, pay for that today so we can
Yes.
count it towards our 25.
Yes. So come see myself, Kayla, Michelle, anybody in the market center. If you've committed and you haven't paid, let's get that taken care of, okay?
If you're thinking of going and you just didn't want to raise your hand and you just wanted a second to think, take a paper, sign up as soon as you decide that that's what
Or if you know somebody that's not here. What's that?
If you're on Facebook Live.
If you're watching online right now.
They can comment online, so if you plan on going, feel free to put a comment.
Yes.
We'll let everybody know. We'll also be adding a link to Bold on the live stream video.
Great job, Sarah. Hey, I got to give a special shout out to everybody to help prepare this. Rachel did and Sarah did the donuts. So Rachel, outstanding work. Carol with technology. Dan and Denise with your fine acting. Thank you so much. Jody for being such a great sport. I'm sorry I violated you a little bit there. He's a pretty man to hug, though. You got
Proud of you for doing it all with a straight face.
He is. So, hey gang, I have had fun here. Yes. When does it start? October 11th is First Steps. It's a Wednesday. After that, it'll be the 24th, which is a Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
In October.
No, it's the 11th. It's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So now when I register, it came back.
We got to fix that. So everybody listen. Yeah, everybody listen to me real quick. There was a mistake on the Bold website and everywhere else. I've confirmed with Mitch. We will double, triple, quadruple confirm. We'll put it everywhere. But Wednesday will be the first meeting for First Steps and the first training, okay? That is Wednesday, October 11th. From thereafter, 2 weeks, we'll take a 2-week break, and then we'll start October the 24th, is a Tuesday, and it'll be every Tuesday. So sales meetings will move to Wednesdays until I think it's the second week of December. Okay? Does everybody understand that? Yep. All right.
Do you want to tell them the locations?
Yeah, so the first meeting will be at the board of realtors. We've got that big, brand new, beautiful training room there that's open that holds 100+ people. And we need something because I think we're going to have over 100 people there at First Steps. I really do. And then second, from there forward, will be at, I think it's Sertoma.
On Republic Road?
Yep, on Republic Road. A very beautiful, nice atmosphere. People said, hey, we want something different. So we're doing that. Sertoma Event Center.
Republic, Kansas?
Remington. Yeah. Okay. That's all you gotta say is Remington.
Yeah, just say Remington. Yep. Okay. Good.
Good, I got nothing else.
All right. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate you very much. Come see us. Talk to us.